It's your o'clock, motherfuckers.
Wagwan fam, I'm King Ross, you're my loyal subjects. It's a bit of a weird week here on WTF Moments. You're about to see Elimination Chamber. This is being shown to you on a Wednesday. You might see WWE Raw later today. On Wednesday, it might be tomorrow. On Thursday, meaning SmackDown might be on Friday, but SmackDown might be on Thursday. Who knows? WCPW True Destiny might be on Friday. Or next Monday. We have no idea what's going on because WCPW f***ed with my life! Alright, we've just got off a tour which has f***ed everything completely sideways, upwards and diagonally. Nevertheless, here are all the WTF moments from WWE Elimination Chamber 2017. Bah! So the second shot you see in the entire show is one that says King. Yeah. This is soon followed by a sign that says King Ross is my bear, which is held by a man, my pal. Sorry to let you down, but I don't bat for that team. I do not swing that way. And then just next to that we have one that says I'm a loyal subject. I am fucking dominating the scenes early on in WWE Elimination Chamber 17. Marks everywhere. Next we cut to the German announce team who, according to my pal John Bradshaw Layfield, were a little camera shy because Kevin fucking Dunn didn't tell them to start speaking when they should have started speaking. I'm not going to go into why though, because this is a very long video already and we don't need to waste any time on those Kevin Dunn stories. Nevertheless, eventually when they did start talking, the German announcers said the phrase Elimination Chamber. This is something they should not say for reasons which are completely obvious, but I won't go into because no doubt I'll offend somebody and I just don't want to do that. It's been well reported that WWE over in Germany can't use that term for, once again, reasons that I won't go into but are completely and utterly obvious. In Germany, Elimination Chamber is called No Escape. They should have called it No Escape there, but called it Elimination Chamber. Next we have David Otunga, who is still dead behind the eyes and dressing like a hipster fucking Jedi. Sort your life out, you horrible prick! But Dave, who seems to be gagging for his own clock face, for the entirety of the Becky Lynch versus Mickie James match, claimed that Mickie James would be suffering from ring rust because she hasn't wrestled since she left WWE 7 long years ago. Quite frankly, this is a fucking lie. Mickie James, as we all know, has had 2 stints in TNA, wrestled in Mexico, all over the independents in America and further afield. She's probably wrestled more than David Otunga has spoke words. 1 match, 1 word. Mickey's had hundreds of matches. Dave has spoke tens of words in the past 7 years. That horrible, silent, dead behind the eyes bastard. Anyway, as we all know, we watch NXT. We saw Mickie James versus Asuka at TakeOver in November. As we all know, like Dave supposedly does, we watch WWE SmackDown Live every week. Mickey's wrestled on WWE SmackDown Live. What the f*** is the point in him? Mountain Law School, f*** off, Dave. It's John o'clock, motherfuckers, for the first time on Papa the Who. How the f*** can JBL get the name Kiptova right every time, but make a f***ing mess of Becky Lynch and Mickie James's names by saying Mickie Lynch? How the f*** can that happen? I'll tell you how, because Kiptova is the name of a big sweaty woman that JBL likes to have a Tommy tug over. While Mickie James and Becky Lynch, beautiful in their own right, seemingly don't tickle JBL's pickle. JBL's pickle. Damn, Dave, Daniel, Dave, damn. We're back again with Dave beating the same dead horse with the same dead old stick, whatever the f*** that saying is. He was not letting this Mickie James hasn't wrestled since leaving WWE 7 days. 7 days? 7 years ago, Craig David Unagi. After claiming that Mickie would have had ring rust earlier in the match, Dave then came back with a fucking vengeance to say that Mickie had taken the last 7 years off. That's despite wrestling for the list of f***ing things I said earlier in this bastard video. There's a lot of them. She hasn't really stopped apart when she had a lovely baby child. But she's wrestled a lot, Dave. More than you f***ing have, you useless sack of shit. Thank John Bradshaw Layfield, my best pal, was there to correct Dave for his dead behind the eye negligence. So we have JBL correcting folk while masturbating over big sweaty women mere minutes after falling flat on his arse for the second time in a month. Fucking hell, this is the greatest fucking comeback since Liverpool Istanbul. It means you need to grab two of each animal and head for the fucking border. The end is nigh, the end is nigh. Fucking run away, the end is nigh. The handicap match, where the do I begin with this handicap match? First, we have Dolph Ziggler, a supposed heel, taking on two baby faces that nobody gives a shit about. People care about Ziggler, they don't care about the other two. People want Ziggler to beat up the people who don't care about. Messy fucking booking. Pick people we care about to take on somebody we care about, and then we'll care about the people getting beaten up by the person we also care about. All of this messy booking is resulting in Dolph Ziggler getting bigger babyface pops than he has, arguably, in the last 3 years. It's all a fucking mess. Then we have the dynamic of two baby faces taking on one heel. Surely it should have been flip reversed. F you, Blazing Squad, you bunch of useless c***s. Yes, I still remember asking you on Twitter to join your sack of shit band, and you did that eyes thing and told us to f off, basically. I'm the only bastard that's keeping you relevant in 2017, you ungrateful set of bastards. But surely it should have been the other way around. We would have felt sorry for the babyface taking on two heels, not the other way around. In credit to Dolph Ziggler, he did all that he could. He made sure that it was 1-on-1, which meant that he couldn't look like a dick, because in reality, that's all he could have done to potentially win the match, because two superstars against one superstar, the two superstars are going to kick the one superstar's ass, aren't they? Aren't they? Logic! I mean, I suppose Kalisto was made to look valiant by hobbling his little pointless arse down to the ring once again, but then he forgot that he was injured, because as soon as he stepped between the ropes after a tag from Apollo Crews, he was flipping round like flippy shit, like he was 100% fit. It made no fucking sense. For the want of not trying to sound like an old-fashioned bastard, learn how to fucking sell Kalisto. It might fucking help you along the way. It was almost as if Kalisto was playing possum, luring Dolph Ziggler into a sense of false security. Whatever the that saying is, I don't know what I'm talking about. But then he just stopped pretending and kicked the out of Ziggler. Heel move by a babyface. A babyface no one cares about. Right then, eagle-eyed marks out there will have seen an American flag on Dolph Ziggler's sparkly silver tights. So we had that American flag beating the piss out of a Mexican and then leaving an African-American sparked out in the ring. But then you gotta think that Elimination Chamber took place in Arizona, a place where Donald Trump won 11 electoral votes, a place where he got 91,234 more votes than Hillary Clinton. And that's with 100% of the population reporting for balloting duty, whatever the phrase is. So it's not really a WTF moment then, is it? It is, but it isn't. And I've said it anyway, so it's out there. Deal with it. And next we have Mama Mauro, who said the following quote, and that put Ziggler into aeroplane mode. So Apollo Crews knocking Ziggler on his arse supposedly means Ziggler can no longer connect to Wi-Fi or make calls. What the f*** does that even mean, Mama Mauro? Mamma mia, Mama Mauro, Mamma. Next, we deal with the culmination of Breezango's part in the tag team turmoil match. Heath Slater hits what's supposed to be a blind tag to Rhino, even though Fandango is looking straight at the f***ing tag and clearly sees it. He rolls up Heath when Rhino's legal man, this allows Rhino to get into the ring, hit Fandango with a go and knock Breezango out of the match. WTF? How the f*** did Fandango miss that tag? When that image there shows he was looking clearly at it. Now, since Fandango has been reduced into complete nothingness over the past few years, any memories I have of his career or habits or any information have been repressed into the dark, unconscious part of my mind. Therefore, I don't have any explanation for it, apart from the fact that he too might masturbate over big sweaty women with JBL, which in turn, if you believe the media, would make him blind. Fandango likes big sweaty women. Fandango likes big sweaty women. Fandango likes big sweaty women. We're back with Mauro Ranallo once again, who once again called Elimination Chamber Hell in a Cell more times than David Otunga said words during the entire pay-per-view. Now, to be fair to Mauro, this year's Elimination Chamber with its square design did look more like Hell in a Cell, but still, it's no excuse when you sat there with a big Elimination Chamber sign in front of you to be calling what you see in front of you something different. But since Mauro made this mistake repeatedly on last week's WWE SmackDown as well, I suppose this isn't really a WTF moment. The WTF moment from this WTF moment is the fact that JBL asked Mauro, after Mauro called it Hell in a Cell, if he wanted to take a sobriety test. How the can JBL ask somebody else to take a sobriety test an hour after he's found his pissing arse in front of the bastard world? If anything, the fact that JBL fell over would suggest he's pissed as a fart, and that means one thing, motherfuckers. It's John o'clock again! I don't know how many times it's been, but there's a lot more to fucking come. JBL's come over, big sweaty women, come. It's John o'clock again! I'm gonna count how many times it's been said. 1, 2. This is the fucking hat-trick. JBL told Mauro Ranallo that the Usos have been twins for a long time. Some might say even all their fucking lives, for fuck's sake. Oh my god. No shit, Sherlock, how's that degree in stating the pissing obvious from the University of Pissing Obviousness doing for you? I'll tell you how it's doing very fucking badly, because a moron wearing a plastic crown and cape is taking the piss out of you and making you many fucking times. Waxer. It's number 4! John o'clock once again! It's John o'clock, motherfucker. Sign. Next, we have the sign that says JBL is a sick guy. Now, many marks out there will be saying this is a WTF moment because John isn't a sick guy. But I'm here to tell you that he fucking well is. It's a different connotation of sick that makes me a sexual fucking wank pheasant. JBL is a sick guy because he's sick in the fucking head. Because he has a Tommy Tug whenever he watches the graps of big muscular women. Who does that? JBL and maybe Fandango. Here is a direct quote from David Otunga. Nikki's parents are here because they're proud of her. There she is, right there. Her mom and her brother. Right then, the way that David said that sentence and the pauses he used during that sentence, his sentence structure was completely wrong here, told me that Nikki Bella's brother and her mother are her parents. Ooh! Her brother is her father, her uncle is her brother, they're f***ing one another, the Bella family. I mean, of course they're not, but Dave's sentence there, the way it was said, go back and watch it if you don't believe us, would imply that, you know, dug a hole. Digging a hole, digging a hole. It's not f***ing true, man. Just get it lighten up, off. It's John o'clock again, motherfuckers! Is it 5? Is it 6? Is it 7? There's a lot happening here. I can't keep up. A direct quote from JBL this time after the Natalia and Nikki Bella matchup. Absolutely nothing was settled here. Maggolos, sweaty women. So we have JBL there pointing out directly as blunt as Emily Blunt. That's a person, isn't it? Emily Blunt. That we've just wasted 20 pissing minutes watching a fantastic brawl between two people that seem to legitimately f***ing hate each other for absolutely no f***ing reason. Well done, creative teams. I thought WWE SmackDown Live was better than this shit. Oh my f***ing god, it's happening again! It's John o'clock! This time we have JBL claiming that Bob Orton Jr., the father of Randall Keith Orton, headlined WrestleMania 1, even though any mark with half a brain, or any sexual wank pheasant with several brains, knows that Bob Orton Jr. was merely at ringside while Paul Orndorff and Rowdy Roddy Piper took on Hogan and Mr. T. I mean, I suppose that's like saying Jim Ross was your WCPW Commentator of the Year when he got less votes than this sexual wank pheasant. My goodness, is this a risky thing to say considering good old JR just followed me on Twitter last week? Check me out. Look at the size of my bollocks. Oh my fucking god, it's happened again! It's John O'Clock! This time we have JBL saying, thank God there's 8 announcers out there in case one of them got spot the out. Quite frankly, he's seeing fucking double. Now then, this almost completely rules out the fact that he wanks over big sweaty women while watching the graps, because he's seeing double. Surely if he was blind, he'd be seeing half. That worked in my mind, I don't know about yours, but it certainly brings into play the fact that he might be, allegedly, it's not allegedly, he just might be. He might be pissed as a fart while sat at ringside commentating on WWE events, meaning that the sobriety test that he ordered Mauro to take earlier in the night is a bigger he-pop, a hit a critical moment. By fucking hell. So he's seeing 8. There's 4 sat there. 2,352 days after her WWE debut as part of the shittier game show version of NXT, Naomi wins a WWE Championship. By me sideways and call me Betty, is that long overdue? The woman, as the marks in the arena shouted from the top of their marky lungs, deserves the out of that championship. Well done, dear. Well done. And before you sad internet virgins all take to Wikipedia, then bombard my mentions feed with, oh, King Ross, in 2013 she won a Slammy of the Award for Dance Moves of the Year with Cameron. They don't fucking count the Slammy Award. My WCPW Commentator of the Year Award is worth more than those houses. Look how big it is. Look how big it is. Look at it go. Look at it go. That picture there, we've all been there before, haven't we? Haven't we? As we all know, Nikki Bella's tagline on all of her merch is fearless, so why the was she screaming at the top of her voice, get her away from me? Get her away from me, while Natalya and her were having a brawl backstage. Surely if she was fearless, she'd be saying, come at me, bro, cash me outside, how about that? Yeah, I'm down with the kids. It's John O'Clock! Sign again, there's another sign with John O'Clock on them. Why the does Jimmy Ellsworth, and before you fucking horrible virgin bastards go on the comment section and go, oh, he called James Ellsworth Jimmy. James evolves into Jimmy. It shortens into Jim. Anyway, why did Ellsworth have his wrist tape on when all he was going to do during Elimination Chamber was sit in that box eating popcorn with Carmella? That wrist tape, as we all know, that tape is applied to wrestlers' wrists just so they have something to grab onto in the culmination, the later stage of a match when all the arms and everything is all big and sweaty and they'll slip. But if you have that to grab on, you can do Irish whips and all sorts of shit. Did he think there was a chance he would be wrestling Carmella inside that box? The sight of that wrist tape suggests that he did. Or that in kayfabe terms, since he's never so much as kissed a lady, that you have to wear wrist tape while grappling in the boudoir, if you know what I mean. Valentine's Day ting. Whee! It's John O'Clock again! Is it 10? Is it 9? Is it 8? John claimed the chamber was 2 tons, clearly got told in his ear it was 10 tons, said, excuse me, 10 tons. Oh! Here's a direct quote that many of the commentators used on the night. The steel is not like canvas. It does not bounce you back. It's a good f***ing job. They were taking bumps on the outside part of the chamber en masse, but this is not a good thing, and it's time to debut a segment that I have brought into my WTF Moments. It's time for this! Proving internet virgins, wrong moment of the week. Having those horrible steel bits on the outside the cage replaced with mats is a fantastic thing because it means those inside the chamber can do more. We would not have seen spots like Cena being ripped off the side of the cage and then falling onto the outside bit where the mat was and shit like that if the mats weren't there. The wrestlers in the ring could do more, which means we got what is considered, in my head at least, the greatest Elimination Chamber match of all time. Those mats are a good thing. The wrestlers can do more. You should fucking think about it before going, oh, they brought mats in, they've taken it a bit of the way. The chamber is not the same. It's better. Fuck off. And we end with a sight that we thought we'd never fucking see. Bray Wyatt with a WWE Championship. That's a WTF moment. Really, if you think about it, it's a shame that when they renamed it the WWE Championship, Bray Wyatt wasn't the champion, because then they could have said he'd eaten the world out of the WWE World Championship, the previous name of that belt. Fire! Jokes ready to ignite. Come on, light it up. This is my fight. And that's it! That's it for a late episode of WTF Moments from Elimination Chamber 2017. As I said, don't know when you'll get Raw, don't know when you'll get SmackDown, but it'll happen sometime this week. WCPW. I forgot to say W.